Okay, the second part of the video is just going to show some audio and video stuff in response to some people's concerns and give my opinion at the end. Okay, so I wasn't quite sure how to show this to you, but some people have complained about the headphone jack not working or something like that. I can't really show you sound from the headphones, but I can play Pandora through my computer speakers. So I have the cable plugged in, and I have this pause. Let me go ahead and press Pandora, and I'm going to turn the volume up. Okay, I don't know, how that's going to sound on this little tiny camera I'm recording with, but I wanted to make the point that the sound does come through just fine. Depending on what headphones you have, it's going to be subjective as to how good it sounds. On mine, it sounds really good with my headphones. I have various types I've tried it with, and depending on the headphones I use, some sound better than others. Okay, so one more thing I'd like to show you quickly. I've got two videos on here. This is just DVD quality, but I'm going to go ahead and play a couple for you on the Pixel LG screen so you can see colors and so forth on this. Let me go ahead and forward this a little bit. Okay, this is the standard video player that comes with the Atom. There are better video players that'll do a little bit better quality. I was told Real Player plays a little bit better, and I haven't tried it yet, but I will soon. I just wanted to show you that the colors are pretty good. The screen, everything, I don't see blotchiness or any kind of stuff like that in everyday use. If I look for things, I can find plot problems, and I know the LCD's got to be better. It's got to have better contrast, better colors, probably a wider viewing angle. The viewing angle is not too bad on this, but it's a personal use device. If you wanted to have people all over the room trying to see it at the same time, you'd have some issues. Let me get out of here and show you this other movie that has real people in it, which also looks good. And let me find a scene. Let's see. Okay. And it's a little bit of a shadowy scene. Let me see if I can find something else that's brighter. Well, we'll let it go for a second. Okay, so these movies are playing off an SD card. They're DVD quality. I just wanted to show you that this is definitely usable for watching videos. I really like it. I could sit and watch this for a long time without having any eye strain or problems, and everything looks great on it. Let me jump around and find some other scenes. Maybe something else. I don't know. I've never seen this movie. I don't know what's in it. Trying to find something that's worth watching. I don't know. Probably too far. Well, anyway, you kind of get the idea. It looks really good as a video screen. I'm happy with it. I do know that there are some issues with the Tegra processor, not necessarily an Atom thing or an Android thing, but the best processor out right now is this Tegra 250 processor with the dual core, but there's different profiles of HDMI, or not HDMI, but HD 1080 movies, the H264 I think it is type. Anyway, if you get the real high profile, the Tegra just can't handle it, and it will stutter around. But 720, I played plenty of 720 movies and others, and they look good. But I don't see the need, especially on this screen, for anything greater. And you'll see here, I'll plug it into my big screen TV and show you the same movies, and it looks really good there too. So I just want to show that to you. Okay, so I have my Atom plugged into my 50-inch plasma TV. And I'm going to go ahead and go back in and show you that. Let's go to the Goofy movie first. And I'll just scoot up a little bit.
If I like use it, so my theme's going to be Power Line Goes Rainforest. Too much?
Just wanted to show you the quality if I can.
Are you listening?
And how usable it is.
No, I don't want to talk to him.
I don't know, I'm skipping through some scenes here.
Talking about your principal calls. How do you even want to? I had to. You were ruining my life. I was only trying to take them.
Okay, let me go to the other movie now. I'll show you that one. And I'll go to try to find that same scene I had before. Whoops. I think it was somewhere about... Let's skip around a little bit, show you some other scenes. Okay, I'm gonna get in close. Let me find something with some. I guess we don't want that.
Don't want that?
So let me see if I can see some detail on this.
Yep. Well,
Okay, I'm about
let's see what the
2.5 feet from the TV at the most, so you can see what the detail is like.
You have a good memory.
And I'm getting a little bit of scan lines from my camera, but.
That's that you saved my life, Charlie. Say goodbye.
Okay, so normal viewing distance. Back here across the room,
She's a blue
sitting on the
water.
sofa,
Where are you headed?
Everywhere.
with lights on and everything else too. Just wanted to show you what this can produce.
Sail around the world.
Alright. So my point is, this is just DVD quality video that's playing on here on a big screen TV, plasma, and it looks really, really good. You could probably put your whole movie collection on, you know, a portable device and take it with you anywhere, plug into someone's HDMI input and watch it. Or it looks great on the screen itself, on the Atom. One other thing I'll show you while I've got it out, I bought this cable that actually is a swivel. I got this from Newegg, and that way what I'm thinking is it's not going to put as much weight on the Atom as it pulls down. It's not going to, on the jack there. It's something you might look at on Newegg, kind of help you from, you know, I worry about the weight being pushed on the jack on there and breaking it free or something. Okay, you probably noticed that I've had my Atom on a stand, and I've showed this on my website before. I love this thing. It fits perfect. It holds it portrait or landscape very well. I like that it folds up. You can fold these two little feet in, close the legs, just push that big button and collapse it. It comes with a case. It's sturdy yet light. You can go at a real big angle if you want to like lay your Atom down more. You know, at more of an angle like that, or you could have it almost upright, like this. The feet are rubber, so it gets a grip on there. I just think it's a really good stand, and I like it a lot, so I thought I'd show that to you too while I have the camera out. Okay, so what do I think? Alright, the point I was trying to make in these little video clips that there's a lot of issues that have been reported by people, a lot of real legitimate problems. But a lot of those have already been fixed in the updates that we've received so far, and other things are still being fixed. We've got a lot of improvements coming on top of repairs. We still haven't seen Longbox, we haven't seen Genesis, we haven't seen even the weather app. All those things are coming. As I talk with Rohan and Varun and other people at Notion Inc., they all tell me real soon. So there's a lot of good things to look forward to. I pointed out that some of the issues that people are reporting really aren't issues. They're just that we don't know how to do certain things. We're still learning ourselves. You know, even things like my camera. I was really concerned there was something wrong with my camera. I thought it was broke. But there was actually 2 layers of plastic over the lens that had to be peeled off. And I picked at that thing. I swore there was no plastic on there. And you know, at reports of other people saying there was, I dug into it hard and actually pulled off 2 layers of plastic, and now my camera works really good. Let's see what else. I heard the complaints about headphones and those not working, but I haven't had any problems. I think, you know, the other big concern that a lot of people have as they're trying to decide whether to buy or not is keeping in mind that, you know, we're early adopters. I expected to deal with bugs. I expected to not have everything on day one. If you're going to buy your Atom right now, you know, it might be a while before everything is running perfect. You know, you think about the iPad. The iPad's actually been out for many years. I know that sounds funny, but if you think about it, it existed as an iPod Touch for a lot of years. It's just a bigger iPod Touch. In fact, it's not as good as today's iPod Touch, because the iPod Touch today has a camera and can do more than the iPad. But the next version will be coming out, and I expect good things of that too. Anyway, the Pixel Key versus LCD, that's a big one for me. Before I purchased, I went back and forth. I was on the fence. I didn't know what I wanted. I have the Pixel Qi, and I keep calling it Pixel Key, but it is Pixel Qi. The Pixel Qi, I like it. It does work well for what it is. I think if you're going to read books outdoors, then it needs to be a strong consideration. It works really, really well, and I didn't bother to show it outdoors too much because there's so many videos out there that you can see that I don't need to repeat that, but it works great for reading text outdoors. But if you put it in its trans-reflective mode and you're indoors, it's not as good as other e-ink readers for reading books alone. And you know, the other e-ink readers have a white background with black text. This is more grayscale kind of an app, and it works. You can read the books, but I prefer the e-ink if you're going to read books, and that's going to be your primary use. But the LCD apparently will have more vibrant and better colors, and that's what I prefer. If you've noticed my screen, I turned off the backlight sensor and kept it on full brightness. And I'm the kind of guy who likes those bright glossy screens, so I'm waiting for an LCD. I want one bad, and I hope I get one soon. That's my opinion, and I'll be glad to have them both, because I had my LCD in the car, or my Pixel Qi, and drove around, and the GPS worked great as I reported, but there was times when the sunlight came through the window and it was difficult to see the screen. You know, you got to weigh it out. What's best for you? All of this is just my opinion. You know, it's what I think, what works for me. It may be a completely different scenario for you, and I hope you realize that. I keep saying, my advice is that everybody needs to consider all the opinions out there, all the facts. You know, take everything with a grain of salt. You know, research on your own and make up your own decision or your own mind about things. No one can tell you what to do. I like the Atom. I don't have any problems with it. Everything works. There's no hardware issues. I think my biggest concern is in regard to the screen, wanting an LCD over Pixel Qi. And the only problem I have with my Pixel Qi really is that there is a difference between the left side and the right side. It's not a big enough difference that I notice it very often. You saw in the videos there was times probably where I had a white screen and you could maybe see that one side was a little brighter than the other. But the majority of the time, I don't notice it. Watching videos, I can't even tell that it's there. So it's not really that that's an issue that would drive me to LCD or anything, but I like the brighter screens. So everybody's really passionate about these Atoms. It's amazing how people are so into it and, you know, get really heated over, you know, different opinions. And I think we all need a lot of tolerance there. You know, this video came partly in response to being called out on the mat by John Biggs. I received an email from him. If you don't know who he is, he's one of the main guys at Crunch Gear. And he sent me an email basically saying, okay, Greg, you've had this thing for a while now and you haven't got a video out there. Here's your chance, you know, get out there, show us what you think, and we'll link to it on the video without or on his site without commenting. So I thought, man, I better take this opportunity and get it done. But John has a right to his own opinion. He hasn't had an Atom yet of his own to look at and play with, and he only knows what he's hearing from other people. So let's not pick on him too much. Let's be nice to each other. When we make comments, you know, I think it's important to be respectful. And I'm on my soapbox now, but I think it's important because, you know, Notion Ink could get a bad rep just as bad by, you know, the fans kind of saying bad things here and there. So anyway, I'm going to leave you with an image from my son's iPod Touch, a background image that I think sums up my feelings on that. And I hope this video has helped somewhat, and you know, as soon as I get more time, I promise I'll do in-depth reviews, all the applications, do some tutorials, help people understand some of the things that I had to struggle through and make it even a better experience. I think Rohan and the guys at Notion Ink have done a great job, and it's only getting better every day. So I have no reservations about recommending an Atom, but I again think that you need to make your own decisions, and especially make a decision as to whether you want it now or you want to wait a little while. Wait for Honeycomb to come out, and then at that point in time there will be a lot more tablet apps out there for Android in general. Right now there's not a lot out there, but we're going to see a huge change over the next 6 months or so with the whole Android tablet opening up and a lot more things, and as applications come out, the whole user experience gets better. So I'll just quit rambling and leave you with that for now, and hopefully it's helped you some, and we'll see y'all later.